Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast and special episode, Crypto Inferno, coming at you here, folks. So, podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor, who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me, as always, the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the mighty Bell. And how are you doing today, Bell?
You know what? It's been an interesting day. A lot of good parts to it, though. How about you, Scott?
That's all we got to say. Hey, but you know what, guys? As we said, this is Crypto Inferno. We got Joe with us. Joe, how are you doing today, sir?
Good evening, everybody. I'm happy to be here, I guess, on this fun day.
I guess. What a dick.
I guess.
He just comes out, yeah, I'm going to lower my standards and go on with Scott. What?
No, it's not true.
You know what? I would say he's admitting the obvious, and he's raising his standards because we're one of the shows with the female co-host around. We're one of what, two?
One of two, and you know, we usually spend a lot of time going on with Rack FM in the morning. So you got B-bands over there. So 4 of the 6 breasts that exist out here are more or less in my orbit. So, dude, that's it, man. Look, come on. We all got into crypto for the girls. You know that. And as you can see here, Joe, I had Emery in studio with us, and I had him sitting in the comfy chair, and I was accused of racism for that because we were up here. Yeah, we were up here on the uncomfortable fucking stools, and he got the comfy chair, and apparently it was a thing. So I sat in the comfy chair, and now this is where I want to live, dude. This is nice. This is really, really nice. What are we doing with our lives here, Belle? Because we could easily just get a couple of comfortable puffy chairs. You know that's a really good camera, right? We could set up any shot we want here, including that one. So I'm just I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna kick it and do all of this.
Your studio design department needs a bigger budget to make that happen.
we can get it. Look, we got the new sign. We got Astrovault, because this show is in fact brought to you by Astrovault. So we got the big, we got the good Astrovault illuminated signage back there, and Bell is completely taking up the Sigia sign, but I promise you it's back there, bro. And we are incredibly excited. I'll send you a screenshot. You know what? I'm going to send it to you here of the app, of the new app, the Sigia 2.0 app. I'll send you a screenshot and you can see what it looks like. Yeah, man, we got files going up and down to Jackal from mobile. I understand that seems underwhelming. Do you have any idea what it takes to get files from a mobile phone up to Jackal using all the different AE256 encryption and all that shit? Dude, that back end is thick, but it functions. And really, that's all it comes down to for us, is the fact that it's functional. It just seems like such a good time to actually bring a real product to the market, you know, a real crypto blockchain product to the market. We have another side that we have it set up using the S3 buckets. All of those S3 buckets are set up on a cache, every single portion of this. And we're talking to Benji, yesterday or the day before. So they're going to have the pay rail's going to be ready for us as soon as we go up and launch. So every element,
it was Saturday.
Yeah. And every element of this is utilizing blockchain technology, and you'll never know it. So we're super excited about all of this stuff. But we will not hit a $6 billion market cap. Hit a $6 billion market cap. So I was thinking that we'd start, Joe, we'd start off the show, and we could talk up a little bit of mantra. So I've just been scalping the ever-loving shit out of this. I texted you yesterday. Remember I texted you? I said, yeah, dude, I'm dumping money in at 50 cents, and it did the dead cat bounce up to $1.17. I couldn't be happier. I've never touched the token up until now. I didn't qualify for any airdrops, and I don't claim shit anyway because I don't click links in Web3. I know you do. But you haven't been burned to the ground yet. Once you do, you'll stop clicking fucking links in Web3. But for now, I know you're comfortable with it.
I should have claimed my airdrop, I guess, the day before yesterday, but I did not.
Yeah.
It would have been like $100. Now it was like $8 or something.
Yeah, I know. Now it's not worth clicking the link, is it? That's just how it is.
No, but I took it, I swapped it into USDC, and I'm going to use it to short the token when it gets back down around like the 51 cents, which is support.
The 51 cents. So what you mean the 51 cents had just hit a couple hours ago? That 51 cents?
It's been bouncing off there a couple of times. I think, but yeah, you're right. It actually went down to 49 cents, 48. So that's according to CoinGecko. I don't see. First of all, there's no way to put the market cap back on the token. It's impossible, right? So it's probably going to go down further if I had to guess. This is not investment advice. On my channel, I don't say not financial advice. People should just know that already. But I don't know. I want to gamble with the $10 airdrop on leverage and just see if I can get it back to 100.
I'll tell you what.
That's my goal.
How confident are you on Ohm? How confident that you can catch that falling knife up and down? How confident are you?
I'm not that confident, but I don't see how. Like, where's the buying going to come from?
Scott Degens, you got everybody up here is missing this, dude. All right, look, you and I are as jaded on this space as any two humans could possibly be, and and there's a reason for it, man. Because every time we come up with something good, we fucking nuke it. We will nuke it flat, straight into the ground. It's like we're going out of our way for this. Now, I sat in on a space last night. I don't remember who was hosting, but it was about Mantra, and I sat in on the space, and they invited me to speak. I was a little shocked. I was like, man, look, you cannot put me in front of this many people in this shit. But nope. I just 2x'd it. I mean, it was literally as soon as it hit there, and I 2x'd it. So I was like, fuck, I love Mantra. It's a great token, dude. Look what you can do with this. But yeah, they put me on it. And for some reason, dude, I'm the only one that's catching any kind of positivity about this at all. And let me elaborate. We'll get into
elaborate.
Okay. So one, I think RWAs are a bullshit narrative. It has no place over here. We don't fucking need RWAs. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. It doesn't really matter. This is the way I see it. We don't really need that shit because it's another solution that's looking for a problem. And this is not really a problem. That we go out of our way doing that. That's crypto in a nutshell, man. We develop solutions to problems that we don't really need. Because if we needed these kind of solutions, we'd already had them. So people are going out of their way to invent just to come up with a solution and then monetize it and then go out looking for a problem. RWAs is not it. For my opinion, a cash is an RWA. Jackal is an RWA because we're talking about infrastructure. We're talking about servers. We're talking about technicians. We're talking about developers. We're talking about people that are actually taking data and using all of these servers and all of this infrastructure environment to put it in a better place than it was before. For our app, easy, man. Look, anything you send up through our app is gone from the world. All right, nobody else can do it. We can do it. Nobody else can. We see it as a private problem, privacy. If you don't believe me, go to the UK right now and go ahead and click like on a questionable meme and watch what happens. So these are the problems that we should be utilizing blockchain and developing solutions for. But we're not doing that. We're trying to figure out how to put gold futures on the blockchain as if there is not already an acceptable market for that. That's what we're doing right here. So when I see something like Mantra, is it Mantra or Mantra? Can we decide now?
It's Mantra.
Joe,
Mantra,
is it?
I guess.
Okay, fine. I just want to make sure that I don't gum this up. So, all right. So Mantra comes along. Mantra comes along and says, hey, we got this. We have partnerships. People are going to be doing yeah. And the fucking thing spikes up. Now, the funny part, Joe, pull up the chart. I don't have a computer in front of me right now. And extend it out over a year. And the thing that should be the most alarming of anything on here is look at the spikes up.
Yeah.
They're almost straight up. There is no organic.
I was looking at it before. Supply squeeze.
There is no organic growth on this token. It went from dust to, oh my God, Cosmos is saved, even though they didn't come out and say that there are Cosmos projects anymore. So all of this screams manipulation. All of this screams, I want to say it like Kajira bullshit. That's what it screams, where you are literally using your own token, taking out loans against it to buy your own token in great big old whopping chunks to, fake your TVL and your FTV. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know if I'm right, but that's exactly what it looks like to me. And if I go back I will see the same thing on all of these things that exploded. I will see those big ass wicked spikes on Thor. I saw them on Kajira. I will see them up and down everywhere because that's kind of what they're doing. So that's my belief. Don't know. I can't prove it, which is kind of funny that we live out here on the immutable ledger where everything is tracked. Each and every wallet, each and every transaction. But for some reason, when shit like this happens, everybody's babe in the woods. Oh, we don't know what happened. We have to do this and this and this.
I got to say, two things that stick out about this. Number one, the founder hasn't disappeared yet. So that's weird.
I know, dude. Round of applause. That's it. That's the takeaway, man. That's where the bar is now.
And number two, none of it happened on chain. Maybe those two things are correlated, but usually when something like this happens, the founder disappears. But I was just watching an interview with the founder and he was trying to explain his way through it. And honestly, it sounds like he doesn't even have all the information. So I don't know if he should have been out there so frequently the last couple of days. But
I love this. Keep going.
He thinks it was malicious. He thinks it was malicious, not because he has proof that it was malicious, but because of the timing of it. And I was like, well, when is there a good time for this to happen?
Apparently only at...
Which makes me think there were things happening and there was a vulnerability that a few people knew about, including the founder, and maybe that was exploited. Like maybe the market making was turned off. Maybe.
Well, keep going. No, you keep going, dude. You're on fire, man. Go.
Even if the rumors are true that there was an OTC trade for 50% discount, whoever did this lost money. And there has to be someone else. If it was a leverage trade, don't you think there has to be someone else on the other side of the trade taking the long? So it's like, how is this a liquidation? How is this one wallet dumping what into who? It does look malicious, but it also looks like incompetence to me. It could be both, I guess.
Why did you suddenly get so much louder? Did you crank up your volume?
I didn't touch anything. No, it just things are in and out over here. I guess I got to tighten my cables. I don't really know.
that's okay, man.
I mean, it kind of popped a little bit before he all of a sudden got loud. So I think he may have hooked it with his feet.
Yeah, hang on, man. I'm gonna check it with a sound effect. All right, my sound effect is sitting at about 60%. So go ahead and say, "Hi, my name is Joe from Dead Cat Media."
Hey, this is Joe from Dead Cat Crypto here talking about mantra, whatever you want to call it.
We just decided it was mantra. Fuck, what happens to you New York guys, man?
Cool.
We just decided, dude. We just decided.
We got a problem with some of the vowels.
So, no, I do believe that the Cascade liquidation it is a fact. I mean, dude, that thing wicked down in 5 minutes, man. That means everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So they didn't have any kind of triggers on their liquidation event. So as soon as one went, everybody went. Now, the alarming thing to me is the 50% OTC, because that tells me... Now, I don't know. I can't prove it out. You know, I'm not a blockchain sleuth. I got Rarma for that. Rarma for that. If there's dirt, man, that fucking guy will find it. He's a bloodhound. But the 50% OTC deal, if you're selling your token, which has this particular valuation, and you're willing to give up half the value for cash, red flag to fucking hell and gone. So my guess is that they're doing that because they know. And honestly, I think anybody could see this. I think my one saving grace up here, Bell, is that I never talked about mantra. I never went on record on any of this shit. I was like, I don't believe, not because I thought there was something untoward going on with the chain, but because I don't believe in that narrative. And I only talk about the shit that I believe in. RWAs are, it's a fugazi, dude. You know what a fugazi is?
You talking to me this time?
Yes,
yeah.
I'm talking to you. I'm staring right. Dude, you can see the screen, same as us. So you see that I'm looking at the TV.
I think real world assets will be the primary use case of DeFi, but I don't think retail is going to profit off it at all. I think it's going to be all permissioned on institutional blockchains.
Why would retail even come over here anymore, Ben? Every time you do anything,
we
fucking
come over
nuke them.
to trade it, but they're not going to be the ones. There's going to be no like supplying liquidity, getting APRs and all that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think RWAs on chain is the goal of all the institutions, but it's not going to be on ETH. It's not going to be on Solana, and it's not going to be on a Cosmos chain. It's going to be on their own blockchain, and you might not even know that it's on blockchain, other than it's going to trade 24/7. Like that's about it.
Yeah. So, but I want to say that mantra is not exactly the solution for that. All we've seen up till now is vapor. They keep talking about all these great apps. Joe, do you use their great apps over there on Mantra?
No, but one of the last videos I did, I think I did it for your channel. I talked about RWAs, and I just mentioned a couple protocols, and I looked at Mantra and I saw that they had like 3 million in TVL, and I was like, I don't know what they have going on, but they don't have RWA trading going on the chain. So I don't know. Listen, I operate under the premise that all the market caps are fake. The market caps
yes.
are fake, and the user analytics, the user metrics are absolutely fake, criminally fake. So why wouldn't this happen?
Is that where you're going with it? So why wouldn't it blow up? Is that what you're saying, dude?
Like I saw this happen, and my first instinct was, damn, I should have claimed my $100 airdrop yesterday.
I'll give you $100, dude. I'll give you the $100 for the visitation here.
What this could do to crypto is not my concern. I've been saying for a while, like, we're due for one of these. We haven't had a bridge blow up in a while. We haven't had like a major heist. I was like, we can't be beyond that. Why wouldn't this happen?
I mean, you can't fault Joe's logic there. I mean, it's been a while.
Not only that, like, there are so many chains that have been founded by these like 25-year-olds who really, I don't think they know what they're getting into when they launch these things. Then you have VCs telling them, yeah, do the tokenomics like this. Then you do an airdrop with a bunch of fake engagement. You sucker in some retail, and then you're making deals with the centralized exchanges who are probably screwing everyone. Why would Ohm be acceptable collateral under any situation in any protocol? Never mind on a centralized exchange, which I'm assuming is mainly a brick and mortar business with like a registered trading license. Maybe an office, some W-2s floating around. Like, why would Ohm be considered collateral? I don't understand. So why wouldn't this happen?
Well,
and there's a worse one. There's a worse one that's ready to go too.
Okay.
And Pi Network. Goodbye. Where can we short Pi?
You got to add some context, dude. You can't just say this thing sucks. You know, hey, fuck, everything that guy said is bullshit. You gotta rationalize it, man. Why is Pi in trouble?
They promised an airdrop for 5 years. They finally did the whole rollout. They have 2 applications on the phone. They both don't work really well, and they lock up the airdrop. And they say they have to manually distribute it. You're placed in a queue. I've been in the queue for 3 weeks. This is not good. This is not good transactions per second. This is not good scaling. And what's the throughput? That sounds like something from a porn. The throughput is not good on Pi Network. And last I checked, the valuation was higher than Ohm's. So once that airdrop gets unlocked, or once the team unwinds, I just see nothing good happening. So I would love to. I would short that right now. Like, if it was me, if I had a way to short that, I don't play with leverage. I don't play with shorting really. That'd be one that I would short that. I would short Cardano. I would short what's the other one that I look at and I just shake my there's not a doubt in my mind Solana goes down to $90. Like, it just, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't Bitcoin go down to 60K? Even if you believe in the next leg up, 200,000, whatever. We haven't even begun to sell off yet since November, December. I don't know how you feel about that. This is nothing. We had in the past, Bitcoin dominance hit 70% 3 times before an alt cycle. Why would things not just keep selling off for the time being? So, not a surprise. My feelings aren't hurt by this. I kind of enjoy it, actually. It like clears the field. It's easier to pick winners when different tokens self-eliminate. Feel bad for anyone that is going to be on the hook for this if they had nothing to do with it, but that's what happens. So
I feel
I have no sympathy.
and allow me to retort. I feel very
Good.
positive about this. And
Good.
the reason that I feel very positive about this is, one, that thing needed to fucking blow up, dude. That's pure
Yeah. Blow
it's
'em up
vapor.
one
It's
by
been
one.
vapor forever. I'm sorry for anybody who got hooked in this, but that's kind of on you, man. Am I the smartest guy in the fucking room? I absolutely am not. But let me finish up. Crypto Twitter is a buzz. When is the last time over the last 3 months that you saw crypto Twitter actually getting a lot of action on it? That is a positive thing. Now, let me continue. We move out here on narratives. We move out here on, everyone keeps talking these market cycles. Market cycles are horse shit, man. If there was a program that'll tell you exactly what market cycle we're in right now and when it's going to break, we wouldn't need crypto Twitter. We'd all just have that fucking program that'd be saying buy right now because, the stars are alive, Neptune's in the third house, and Scott's high. That's what it would be. That would be just some of the factors that it weighs. We move on visibility. That's what moves tokens out here. And the only thing people fucking care about is token go up. They don't give a shit about the tech of a mantra. They don't care about the apps. They don't care about any of this shit. They care about token go up. Communities move tokens. So as soon as you start getting community that's re-engaged, all of a sudden you're going to start seeing tokens start to flip. Now, this is my wheelhouse, dude. This is my fucking wheelhouse, is riding the ever-loving shit out of these, getting in just a little bit too late and getting out just a little bit too early. But all that sweet spot right there, the psychic money, the time value, all that little sweet spot in there, that's what keeps me retired. So I love it. I love when we have a great big ass world ending nuke event because suddenly people start to re-engage. You're going to think about this tonight. You will. You're going to go home after we're done. You're going to be thinking about me laying in bed, by yourself or whatever you're doing with your. I heard your kids this morning, dude. Your house is chaos, dude. That has got to be fun, man. He was on with Robo this morning, and man, we heard his kids going nuts. I was loving it, man. I was like, yes, it's not my problem. But no, you're going to see it, man. Once people start to re-engage, then they start to analyze. Makes people a little bit smarter each and every single time. At least I hope.
That's bad for all coins. You don't want smart people because then no one's going to buy these coins.
But it's good. People. But it's good for degens. I'm a fucking degen, dude. And as much as I like, I hope everybody gets very, very wealthy here. My very first concern is me. And after that, everybody who comes along with me. It's not like I don't talk about what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. It's not like I don't text you personally, hey, dude, I'm going to take a flyer on this. It's not like I don't do that shit. So until we actually get some more rationality back into this space, we have to deal with the market that we have and not the market that we want. And if the market that we have says that I'm going to make money in little bitty bursts of stupidity and visibility, then I'm going to make money on little bitty bursts of stupidity and visibility. That's it. That's my whole context. That's why I see that's why I see this as a positive thing.
I like when people make money. I think everyone who's taking risks, they're allowed to experience the upside. I don't get jealous when people make more money than me. And someone in the chat said I'm too nice because I shouldn't have sympathy for. I have no sympathy for people that lose money. You're gambling. That money was fake anyway. So if you thought that was how much money you had, then I really have no sympathy. What I meant was I feel bad if this founder, who's American, I believe,
I have no idea.
On the hook for some lawsuits when it could have been someone behind his back who also had access doing this to him and doing this to the protocol. I kind of feel bad about that. But all of these big projects, once they get above like the 10, 20 million market cap, man, you need to be insulated from some of this stuff. Maybe you don't even need to be holding tokens of your own protocol, right? So I don't know. I think that the centralized exchanges, I don't think they were really on. Did they even say what centralized exchange this took place on? Was it OKX or
I
something?
think it was OKX, but it's funny because it can happen again, because I saw a post this morning from another central exchange. I don't remember, it wasn't Bybit, but it was like one of those things that made a big ass announcement. Hey, we're listing Ohm. I was like, what? What? I retweeted that. I was like, you got to be shitting me, man. We will always degen.
And yeah, that's amazing coming from Bybit if that's who actually posted it, because New Type pointed out that okay, it has not been a while since we've had something like this happen, because Bybit got hacked for 1.3 billion. And
yeah. All that
ago.
Ethereum, that big Ethereum hack. I forgot about that one. And that's actually closer to real money, because there's a lot of liquidity still in Ethereum. You can hack Ohm all you want. What are you gonna do, man? You can't sell it. There's dick you can do with it. There's no money left over there. So yeah, go for it. But no, the rest of us, I mean, we're scalping the shit out of that thing, man. I'm gonna continue as long as visibility is on it and people are talking about it. I will be scalping it. I don't believe in it from a future perspective. You're never going to see the $6 again. They did that once, so unless they come up with a new scam, it's going to sit there wherever the hell it is. And I don't even know what the market cap is on it right now, bro. Can you look at that real quick? It's like 300 mil, 500 mil.
500 mil.
Yeah.
It's high. $500 million. I don't think crypto people understand what like a $500 million company is. That's like a small bank that owns assets, right? Like that. $500 million market cap of a stock is not nothing. In crypto, a token gets to 500 million, and then the people in Telegram, let's get it to 1 billion. It's like, that's not.
That's not how it works.
Like what?
Yeah.
It could work like that in crypto. That's the thing. It could work like that. This is like the wrong things are getting rewarded, and then people are utterly shocked. But I've seen a lot of posts that people were heavily involved in this, and I hope they didn't buy their tokens when it was like $1, $2, $3. I hope they bought it a while ago, but it doesn't seem like it.
No, dude, it went up. Token go up. Tech good. We've talked about this, Joe. You and I have spent how many hours of me and you sitting here banging our heads against the wall?
Too many. I could have been bettering myself instead of talking about this crap.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't got to know me so well. All right, now there's a hole in your life. You would have never figured it out. It's like, well, fuck.
That's the thing that people don't understand. The people in the chat probably understand this because your audience is smart. If you make a friend during times like this, like bear market, Terra, if you make a friend during those times, you probably made a friend for life.
Oh God, yeah. Because after that,
you make a friend during the bull market. As soon as something goes bad, they'll be gone. You'll never hear from them again. Bear market friends for life.
But in the bear market, yeah, man, we're there, man. We're in the trenches. We're taking grenades, man, left and right. And yes, we walk away. Bell, I've seen a few comments. Do we have some questions here?
Oh, we've got a few questions, and we've got more comments than anything else. So, Political, right before we started the stream, still trying to figure out what I watched Saturday night.
Oh, dude, the puppet horror movie, man. This is cool, dude. We watch it's a slasher movie called Head. And but we're going to have the producer and the director of this movie are going to be on this show tomorrow night, 1800 Central. No shit. We're bringing them both on there, man. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's exactly what you think. But I'm going to hit him up because the director also runs, he makes puppets. So I'm going to hit him up for a Scott and a Bell puppet so that when we get some of these really silly questions or comments that we get on occasion, I can just pull out the puppet and I can put it on there and hold it right here. And I can have the puppet answer the question. So when he can say, can you explain it to a 5-year-old? It's like, yes, I can. Not only can I, but I have props. I got a puppet that's going to be doing my talking, dude.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
The me puppet is going to be a sign that you need to get your puppet out and get ready to explain it in crayon.
I might just do the whole damn things, man. We'll put a dais right here on the stage and we'll just do the show with hand puppets, man. You got to admit, dude, sometimes you need that in crypto. All right. You really need to break it down to the basic level. And, Tickle Me Elmo, man, was quite a hit. So you never know. Bell, carry on. Carry on.
All right. So, Political, Joe, are you wearing funny slippers?
No, I don't own funny slippers.
I have a couple pair. These ones were
I did.
These ones were actually a gift. This is from Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that the movie?
It is the
Yeah,
movie.
and the little kids, the Lock, Shock, and Barrel, the ones who kidnapped Sandy Claus. Don't say you haven't seen it, dude. You have kids. I know you've seen that movie. But yeah, that's what this is. One of these. I think. Which one is this one? Lock? Is
No,
this
that's
Lock?
Barrel.
This is Barrel. So yes, I have Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Puffy slippers. Dude, it's my studio. I can wear whatever the fuck I want. I like wearing puffy slippers, man. It's just my thing. Belle, carry on.
All right, so Nuclear Chicken, Scott loving the Nightmare Before Christmas slippers.
Thank you. Thank you. Fuck Joe. Joe doesn't know.
Oh, but wait, Political. Those are self-portraits of Scott after too many edibles.
Let me tell you about edibles, Joe. You remember NFT Nashville?
Yeah.
Last year, you remember that? Remember that cool place that we rented and we were all having drinks and it was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful night. The fires were going. Remember that?
Downtown Nashville.
Downtown Nashville. You were fucking there. So I ran into some other NFT Nashville people there, and he gave me a gummy bear. That's what it looked like. It was a goddamn gummy bear, man. I was like, dude, what is this? He said, no, it's cool, man. It's edibles, man. Go ahead. Give it a go. I was like, I just retired. Haven't built up my tolerance to, cannabis and THC and all that shit. He's like, no, it's fine. Go ahead and dig it. I ate the damn thing. It tasted like sour apples. It was good. I liked it. It was good. And then we went about our business. I thought it was a dud. I literally did. I thought it was a dud. That fucker had a long fuse because when it hit me, all of a sudden, I'm standing there on that railing. I'm looking at the moon and I'm going, fuck, man. Have you ever seen that? You ever think about like the moon, man, and what it would be like? Dude, effing tip me the fuck over. I was so high. Like I haven't been in obviously 35 years or so, dude. What are you running from? What kind of problems do you have in your life that you need that? Just to be balanced, man, because I'm a generally happy guy. But, dude, I was fucking gone. I mean, I was on Pluto. It was wonderful. Wonderful. So do yourself a favor, Joe. Get some edibles. Don't even say that you can't, dude. You're a New York City public school teacher.
No, New York is pretty cool. I mean,
it's
fentanyl's
encouraged.
pretty much legal. They're about to legalize ketamine. It's going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be like the Purge here every weekend.
Ketamine.
Pretty close to that.
Dude, isn't that like a fucking horse tranquilizer?
Ketamine is an animal tranquilizer, yes.
What are you people running from there? I mean, I get it. New York sucks, but Jesus, man.
My kid was on that for like a month through an IV.
What?
Yeah, that's what they were giving my kid when she was in the hospital. It was a combo. That was part of the contract.
I was wounded in combat, and I didn't get that shit. I didn't get morphine. I didn't get anything. They were like, "Oh, you're fine. It's a through and through." I'm like, "It fucking hurts, man. I got aspirin. I got shot. I got aspirin. You guys do this shit
You got shot in combat?
Maybe.
You just said you did.
You just said that. That's pretty wild. Desert Storm?
Around there, yeah.
Okay, got it. What are you saying, combat, or did you just visit Chicago for a vacation?
No, I went to New York and I went up to an Italian and I said, "You talk stupid," and that's pretty much all it took, man. You guys have a lot of rage, you know that? You guys have a lot of anger.
Did you see that? Did you see the story about that guy on the subway? It's like I don't even know. Dude,
that was years ago.
Whatever.
Man.
No, like last week.
Oh no, I don't read your guys' news. I don't care. You guys are like a third world country.
It's vile. I don't even want to say it, but someone in the chat can type it if you know what I'm talking about. But there was a dude. They have a picture of him. His face is on the internet, and he's famous now. Put it that way. I don't want to say it.
Bella, look it up.
It was worse than the girl getting lit on fire.
I don't think there's anything worse than that girl getting lit on fire. And you stupid motherfuckers that sat around filming it. It. That's what you guys fucking did. Nobody's got a coat.
New York City.
You understand.
New York City in a nutshell.
You understand that
everyone's the spectator in their own movie in New York. Everyone
understand, right? I mean, you understand that simply stop, drop, and roll works. I mean, do they not teach that in school anymore? You're a fucking teacher. Do you guys just
I went to school in the suburbs. We learned that.
Okay, but apparently not in town. Carry on, Belle.
Nuclear Chicken. God. Heard the funniest thing today. The day a mosquito lands on your balls is the day you learn to solve problems without violence.
That's very good. I'm gonna, you know what? I will give that a round of applause. That is correct. I'm not a violent person, man. I leave that. That's why I'm friends with New Yorkers. You guys are all fucking violent. Go ahead, Mel.
All right, so new type. What's alarming is that you put 10,000 into both Ohm and Ethereum. You still outperformed Ethereum with Ohm. That's really sad. A rug pull still outperformed ETH.
You know, the funny part is, as far as just pure raw gains, it outperformed Atom. Mantra was sitting there at 2 cents for a good long while, man. I didn't do it.
Stick up for Adam here. I'm gonna stick up for Adam.
Okay, go ahead.
Try selling $10,000 worth of Ohm right now and see what happens. You might spark the next cascade down.
I'm only doing it on osmosis. I'm only doing it on Osmo, so they're on the hook for the liquidity.
So you're not leverage trading. You're just, like you said, you're just scalping the moves.
Dude, you cannot leverage something this hot. You just can't, man. You're gonna get your lights put out in record fucking time. I'm gonna push trade. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, come back, and see that I'm liquidated. And I not a long boom too, man. I'm just talking about, just having a whiz. Come back. It's fuck. What the hell happened here, man? I got a soda and now I'm liquidated. Yeah, you don't play around in a hot one like this. But I'm willing to, I'll eat the 10-15% loss. I'm fine with that because there's a lot more upside to it, and this is, the way it is. This is crypto. But yeah, you hit the upsides and shit like that, and you're good. And I, like I said, I 2x'd it yesterday. I'm on house money on this shit, dude. So I'm going to try to suck every bit of whatever remaining liquidity is still out there, but I'm going to do it as spot trades, man. I'm not going to, unless Rarma will let me use his bot. If he give me his bot, man, then yeah, we'll go ahead and go heavy. Go ahead, Belle.
All right, Political, and what is wrong with you guys tonight? All right. So, Political, if a skeeter bit you on the pecker and it swole up, would that be considered a sexual aid?
I'm going to say yes. Joe?
I missed that. What's a skeeter?
A mosquito. A mosquito. Okay. Jesus, this fucking guy, man. Go ahead, Belle. Read it again.
If a skeeter bit you on the pecker and it swole up, would that be considered a sexual aid?
A pecker, Joe, is a penis. It's a male penis. Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't know which part you're getting hung up on here, dude.
I think that's natural Viagra.
There you go. Natural Viagra. There you go. We're in. Right. We're all with you. Go ahead, Bill.
All right. So, Abido, insider investors still up on their positions.
Yeah.
That's why it can keep selling off.
And dude,
I can't wait anymore.
As much as I love to spend time with you, dude, I brought you on for all the mantra questions because that's the hot topic right now, and you're actually more versed in this than I am. So if they have anything to do with that, it's you.
You claim to be never involved in all the junk, right? But you want me to come on and speak for all the junk that you yourself are heavily involved in whenever the worst possible time is in the market.
Because the worst possible time is when you're the most profitable. This is when you're profitable.
I'm shorting it now.
All right, short. How much lower is it gonna go, babe? How about this? Where's your
Dude,
position at?
It's a $500 million market cap, and Ambito just said that the insiders are still up. Oh man, this is silly.
It's kind of tough. Let's war game this for a second. So let's pretend that they did get their 50% off OTC deal. So was sitting at about $6.5, $7. Let's call it $6 even. Just makes it easier to have this discussion. So they got it all at $3. They got theirs at $3. Let's pretend that occurred. The current price is about 50 cents. So depending on the insiders, the who, what, when, where, why, and how, which we haven't, they know everything, by the way. You know goddamn good and well that they know exactly what happened, the who did it, the when they did it, the why they know everything, but that's not going to exactly soothe the market right now. So even if that happened, they bombed out at let's just pretend that they bombed out at $3. That means they would have had to put a trade order in for just a little bit above $3. And by the time it got to $3, because that candle was so fucking fast, odds are good they got jumped. Even if they had a position in, that they would have gotten jumped. And if they got jumped, there was no liquidity left. So unless they're really, really insiders, and Ambido, I understand where you're going with that, bro. I don't, unless you were never ever bought a single token, it was simply gifted to you like validators and shit like that. If you bought this anywhere outside of 2 cents, because it went from 2 cents to fucking $6 like instantly. So unless you were one of the 2 center guys that were holding this for years and years and years, you got butt fucked on this, and I don't care where you got in. The only people who made money on this is the team. It's going to come out, man. Eventually all of this shit will come out. It always does.
They doubled the supply of the tokens recently, and they just minted off like 8 billion tokens. So maybe that
might add something to do with
it. Those tokens are somewhere, but there are people that probably bought this below 10 cents, right? So
sure.
So those people are ahead, and maybe they unlock. I don't know what the unlocks are for Mantra. It doesn't, like, why would it go up? Like, if you're in crypto, what about this token is appealing versus like any other one right now? Like, just the fact that it went down a lot, you think it's going to go up? I'm talking about from like so that's it. That's how you have to think, huh?
Yes. You're going to think about this tonight, and you're going to know damn good and well that I am absolutely right, dude. We've been in the trenches forever, dude. I've been trading this shit since it was nothing. That's how people think out here. That's it, man. Any action is good action, whether it's up or down. There's opportunity when it's up, and there's opportunity when it's down. And the people who understand this market, they're the ones who are sitting there making out on this shit. Insiders are always going to make their money. Always. But
here's the trade that I'm going to put in.
Go for it.
I got my airdrop. I moved it over to Neutron. $10 collateral. The max leverage is 4.3x. That's not enough, I don't think, to put a dent in my airdrop. But the funding rate is 320%.
Okay.
So I'm getting paid that to keep it open. Is that?
Yes, because they're desperate for liquidity on there right now.
Correct. And I'll fade everyone else. I'll fade the other side.
And by the way, Joe, I didn't say it, but I will now. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Cromwell and Sons American Brick Spirits Bourbon. That's it. That's all it says, is that this is American bourbon, brick bourbon. That's what's on the bottle. I found this on my stairwell. Apparently somebody ordered it, or I ordered it for myself. I don't remember, but the box has been sitting there for about 6 months, and I finally opened it, and that's what's in it. Fantastic. I mean, this is a surprisingly good, mellow, flavorful, very smoky bourbon. A lot of spice, man. I like that shit.
Good for you. I haven't been drinking at all like the last 4 or 5 months. I had 2 days maybe.
That's why you're struggling in crypto, man. You have to alter your reality to survive out here.
I did take care of a bottle of wine Friday nights. It was delish. It was like it was a blend. It was really good. It was 95 rating. No headache, no hangover, no chemical taste like a lot of the cheap wines. So it was good. It was, I don't remember what it's called. It was called Who Cares, I think.
Is that what it is? Was it Thunderbird? That's all I know. That's the only wine brand I know, dude.
It was called Did the Job.
Okay.
Little birthday. Oh yeah, my birthday was this weekend. That was the occasion. But
you know what, dude? Happy birthday, brother. How old are you?
I'll tell both of you in a secret code, and we'll see if the chat can figure it out. But you guys will definitely figure it out.
Okay, what's the code?
There's I would have to show you. I don't have one handy, but I'm 45. I was gonna show you an adapter, but I don't have it right here.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna say that you're 45.
Got it.
Is that right? Look at there, Bill. I cracked his code. I cracked Joe's big old code, man.
I have my record player here. I was gonna grab the 45 adapter and just hold it up, but I don't know what the hell it is.
I would have actually known what that is. That sucks, dude. It dates me, but I would have actually known what
no one
that
in the
was.
Chat. No one in the chat.
We're supposed to. I don't know what any of this says right now. I'm sorry, I got a weird text message. All right. Anyway,
All right,
look, we got to play a song. because I want to play a song right now. So Joe can go potty. I could see his eyes are looking a little yellow, so he's either got hepatitis or he's got to go tinkle. So if you guys could here, I don't know what the next song is. I hope it's a good one. But if you guys could, please stand by a few minutes. We're going to talk amongst ourselves, and we will be right back here on the new and improved podcasts on the KPOD network, guys. Please stand by. Gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, kids, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. I was about to throw you on the screen right there, Joe, because you were like adjusting yourself or checking your shave or something like that. I thought we would all enjoy that.
I was getting my short in.
Okay. Well, and all right. So you shorted right this second.
I posted it in the Dark Side of the Podcast Telegram for full transparency. I don't dump on my followers. All right.
You're shorting and longing, dude. There's no dumping in that. It's leverage. You're not even using the token. Why would you buy the ohm token to then short the ohm token? That makes zero sense to me. I mean, I get it, delta neutral and all that shit, man, but I don't short anything that I own or that I have to buy. If I'm going to short it, I'll usually go over to like DYDX or something and just do it for cash. So I'm going to go that direction. It's kind of tough, man, because that thing's an aggregator. Fucking action is quick. I mean, quick. It gets me nervous. All right. Anyway, Belle, if you could.
Nuclear chicken mantra brought to you by the Hawk Tour team.
By the Hawk Tour. Oh my God, that was what I was going to say. Thank you, Nuclear Chicken. Everybody's talking about the lawsuits now, right? I'm sure crypto is going to be talking. Oh, they're going to sue them. They're going to do this and this. The Hawk Tour girl did it. What did she do that was so different than what just occurred? All right. And there are no charges. No one's going to jail. This is crypto, man. You guys have got to get that shit out of your head. Unless it's a serious project, nobody's going to jail over this shit. And as much as I want to believe in something, mantra wasn't it. So there you go. Carry on, Bill.
This one's going to come back to bite me later. Nuclear chicken. Someone said, people tell me I'm condescending, and then leans in real close and says, that means I talk down to people.
Is that what it is? Belle's talking down to me right now, bro. I just think that my ass is a lot more comfortable in the big cushy puffy seat than it is sitting on that thing. But sure, Belle's condescending. She's looking down on me. I'm fine with it, man. Go ahead, Belle.
All right, Nuclear Chicken. Scott, I like the new placement of the Astrovault logo.
Yes, we Belle bought chains, so they're actually hung up there with black chains. You can't see them, but it's certainly a lot stronger and a lot easier to move them around. It would be different if I was actually up on the bar stool and we were all framed up, but I'm not going to move that sign every time I want to sit in this chair. So this is the way it's going to be. Carry on, Belle.
All right. Political, I think peeps tune in to see what slippers Scott is wearing. They are from his Only Feet feed.
Is that what it is? Joe, you do OnlyFans. You've been doing that for a long time, haven't you?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You work in the New York City public school system. Are you honest? I want you to look at the camera and be real clear here. You've never heard of OnlyFans. You don't know what that is.
I have not logged into the OnlyFans website. So
how do you know that they have a login?
All I hear about is OnlyFans on Twitter. Every tweet has a reply, something related to OnlyFans.
You have daughters, don't you?
Oh yeah.
All right, listen real close. Pay attention to this, man. All right, I want eye contact here, bro. Okay, so there's approximately between 12 and 15 million girls between the ages of 18 and 24 here in the United States of America. All right, there are 1.2 million OnlyFans girls between the ages of 18 and 24. That means 1 out of 10 is up there showing off her sniz and getting paid to do it. So whatever you're doing to your daughters now, you need to double down on the discipline. All right. You need to make goddamn good sure that they're not one of the 10%. All right. So double it. All right. Give them more homework. Make sure that they're focused and make sure they get a good education and make sure that Don't be a statistic here, bro, because you'll never hear the end of it. Go ahead, carry
That's
on.
good advice.
It is. Thank you.
Nuclear chicken. I think Scott should wear a different pair of slippers to each stream. Get a bunch of them. That would be a great Easter egg.
Is that where we're at now? We're actually dropping gold on you guys right now. Joe is up here short and telling you who, what, when, where, and I'm texting Joe, telling him when I'm buying, when I'm selling, all that other shit. But the concern is the slippers. Sure, I'll tell you what. Bella at ThePodocasts.com. If you guys want to pony up the $12 to buy me a pair of puffy slippers, I will wear anything that you send me. I don't care how offensive. Actually, the more offensive, the better. I had a funny joke, Joe. I was going to tell you a funny joke. You want to hear a funny joke real quick, and then we'll move on. This is where we are right. Okay. And this for everybody in the audience, of course. All right. A vegetarian and a vegan make a bet to jump off a cliff to see who hits the ground first. Now, the question is, who wins?
Who wins?
Yes.
The vegan. The vegan wins.
No, sir. Society wins.
You wrote that joke yourself?
No, I saw it on Twitter, dude. I don't write jokes. I wear funny slippers. That's my comedy. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, so
Society wins.
new type regarding ohm. Is it still higher than amp?
Oh my God, you want to go that far? Joe, I gave you solid gold on that, dude. There's exactly one person in the entire cryptosphere that talks about amp, and it's me. Yeah. All right, I'm talking about it negatively. If you come out and be their voice of hopium, dude, you will be you're gonna arrive. You will be too busy to even come on this little show anymore because you're too busy doing your amp streams. I'm trying to help, man. All right. It's
they get a lot of attention. I noticed your amp videos do quite well.
They're the only things that I put out that do well. Everything else sucks. I was doing like time value of money and FOMO and diversification and how to be smart with your investment. I put out all that stuff, and they get like 30 to 35 views. That's it. I put out anything about amp. It's 500 to 1,000 as soon as I post it.
Hey, now your ohm short yesterday did really freaking well.
Oh yeah. That's my other positive from you. I did a 60-second short video on ohm. All I did was read their press release. That said, it wasn't us. That was it. That was the entirety. For the TLDR folks, it said, nope, wasn't us. That was it. And that thing got like 2,000 views in an hour. So that's all you got to do, man. Just find out what the rage is right now, make a short video, post it up, and there you go.
I'm pretty sure, someone who created that TLDR was probably listening to Shaggy.
I don't know, maybe. I have no idea. Go ahead, Mel. Get to the Joe questions, man. He hadn't been talking in...
Ambido, we got any predictions on how the upcoming Trump unlock will go?
Joe's been researching into this, I believe. Joe? I can see the energy leaving him.
I mean, it's possible that they bought the top of ETH, and that's going to zero, I guess, right? I don't know. I wasn't even aware that the token sale was done. I thought they still had the token sale going on. I know you had to be not accredited, but KYC to partake, and I did not go through with it.
And I'm not KYC'd, so I have no idea.
Yeah. I guess that token is like a fractional ownership token of like their treasury or of some sort. I don't really know.
Ain't got a clue. No idea, dude. None.
I'm actually not interested in that.
Nope. It's a celebrity token. It's going to do incredibly well. That's it, dude. I'm being positive now. Everything's going to go up. Everything's going to do well. I'm going to be who's that guy that you like so much that posts nothing but positive shit out there on Twitter all the time? Dude. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. He had a banger today.
What was it?
Alex. Oh my God, dude. I got to find it. It was so funny. I can't tell if he's serious or not, but I mean, either way, it's just a great account. Give me a minute. I'll pull it up because it needs to be read.
Okay. Go ahead, Bill.
All right. So, Red-Eyed Bear, Joe, if you had to guess, what sort of sandwich do you think Ohm Foundation got catered to their office pre-crash?
They got the loser lunch. I described it in the chat. Founder sticks his hand out, and the biz dev chief of the centralized exchange just slaps a piece of bologna on his hand and just says, "Here you go." That's it. That's the sandwich. The loser's lunch.
That sounds like my dinner, man. That is not so bad. Come on, dude. Go ahead, Mel.
And but isn't New York already a free for all?
Oh yeah. Every day I walk to work, my biggest regret is not having a GoPro, because I think that I could make a whole channel of my walks to work. I really think I can.
Why are you not fucking doing that? Why are you not doing that?
I don't flash electronics on the street for that.
Dude, even when you get mugged, it'll get more views, man. Think of the possibility here. Why are you not fucking doing that?
I think if I wasn't a public employee, I would totally just be doing that all day. Like on the subway. You would make so much more money than the panhandlers. The panhandlers do all right, but you know, there was a guy, like when I was in high school, this was like in the newspaper. I remember doing current events on this. When I was in like 11th grade. There was a guy who lived on the North Shore of Long Island, which is like big money, highest income zip codes in America, probably. And he would get up every morning at 6 a.m., put on a suit, have his coffee, tell his wife he'd be back at 6 p.m. He would get on the train, get to New York City, change his clothes, and play like the flute or something on the train. And he was pulling a huge salary doing that.
Oh, God bless him. That is awesome, dude.
Wife didn't know, but I found the tweet. Can I read it before we go to the next question?
You know what? I'll even make you a big picture, man, so everybody knows. Go ahead, Joe. It's all you.
All right. And I'm going to share it in the Scott Podcast Telegram, whatever it's called, Dark Side of the Podcast. This is the tweet. It's so good. It says, well, billions of dollars about to be relocated into other tokens after what happened to Ohm. If just 20% of it goes into Cosmos tokens, this might actually be a bullish scenario in a couple of days.
That cannot be real, dude. There's no way that's real.
Oh, let's see. But man, I feel so sorry to everyone that was very exposed to Ohm. I think the key lesson here is to always diversify. This thing can happen, sadly. Let's move on. So many mixed messages in there.
That's great, man. Let's move on. Everything's
fine.
In
your Telegram. It's one of the funniest. I think I have more what would you call it? Like, I'm more sensitive to my surroundings.
Self-awareness. How about that, man? We'll call it that.
No, that's like just wait for the blood to dry.
Yeah, you can read the room.
This is crypto. This is crypto Twitter, dude. Fresh blood on the walls is what sells here. You guys are gonna get it, man. I've been it. Go ahead, Ben. Never mind.
It made me think of, remember the scene in Predator where
Predator, no shit. All right.
They have the hostage and she takes off and the one guy runs after her, but then the Predator kills him and she gets sprayed with blood across her face and then she can't talk. She's like catatonic.
Yes.
That's Ohm and Cosmos right there.
What it is right now. Cosmos is just frozen.
Cosmos is the catatonic girl who narrowly avoided getting slaughtered, but got all the blood all over her anyway.
You know what? For what it's worth, I'm gonna segue on that just a little bit here. I'd much rather have the Atom than the Ohm. Simply because I know I can turn it into cash, and I can't do that with Mantra, because if I try,
let's come up
my
with an
slippage is going to be 60%.
You might have some new people in the chat. So what,
I doubt that, but okay.
What Scott's trying to say is Ohm is like anthrax. Like, you get it and you're dead pretty much instantly. And Cosmos is like AIDS. You could live with it for like 10 years. and it's just a slow decline in your quality of life until eventually you just fizzle out and you die from something else.
Okay, that's fun. I want to do mine. Because that's fun. All right. Ohm is the hot girl that you're going out with on your first date. And she looks good, man. The makeup is great. The hair is good. The dress is good. She just looks like she's straight out of a magazine. And things go very, very well. And you guys end up on, like, tequila and bad decisions and all that other stuff. And then you get her home and you start peeling her out of that stuff. And you see that it's all, every single bit of that is fake, and implants and clothing and all that. Because when you get the clothes off, you're like, oh my God, you're a beast. You are the Predator. That's what you brought home. But she was hot when you were holding her. But then when she actually got out of the packaging, you were like, "Oh my God, this is." And it's too late now. All right, we've committed, and once you've committed, that's it, man. You own a whole bunch of mantra, and just waiting for the bomb to drop. And yeah, so there you go. So I like that one too. Go ahead, Bill.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Joe started this.
Joe did start it.
He opened Pandora's box, and I'm gonna carry on.
Nuclear chicken, and I'm gonna tell you no on this one right now.
What the fuck?
Wonder if Scott might do an edible and watch a movie MST3K style. It would be amusing forever.
Oh, me doing it high? No, I mean, I'm usually a little bit tuned up, dude, but I'm a veteran bourbon drinker, man. So that's just like getting me normal. All right. It's just getting me into a level of normalcy. I don't even need edibles anymore. I got pot up there. It's called member berries. Belle and I were out at Ethereum Denver. And dude, those little green crosses mean that this is where you go to get high. And they were fucking everywhere, literally everywhere. So I bought some marijuana. I don't even know what they call it anymore. I bought some pot, and yeah, I don't know. We could give it a go. We'll watch horror movies with Scott Stone.
I think that's what they still call it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know anymore. I'm not in their world. They were using a lot of words. Belle was there, and they were using a lot of words. I was like, dude, bro, I don't know what you said. All right, look, I would like to buy some drugs. Can I just simply buy some drugs? Can we do it that way? And he's like, oh, okay, you're an old guy. I was like, yeah. Yes, I am. Just sell me some pot. I'll give you money. You give me marijuana. All right. How do we make this happen? It's a lot easier on me.
Yeah, the edible will make Scott almost catatonic, so he won't be commenting during movies, which is what we want him to do. The weed, on the other hand, okay, yeah, we can let him do that, but edible, no.
Oh my God, dude,
idea.
You were there. You were literally there. Do you not remember me and you having like a 10-minute conversation, and I was like staring directly into your eyes, and I wouldn't look away? Do you not remember that?
You talking about me or her? I definitely don't remember.
I'm talking about you, Joe. It was you. Me and you had a 10-minute conversation. I didn't look away. I'm pretty sure I didn't blink because I forgot how. And that was it, dude. We were talking for 10 solid minutes. Or it could have been 10 seconds, but I was
That's
really
not what
high.
happened. I talked to you for like a minute.
Really...
And then I ran to the food truck to put my order in. And when I came back, you were still talking. That's what happened.
That's about right. I was on a time delay.
And it was right after that Kiz starts going, okay, come on.
Yeah, I was really high, and I was on a time delay. So you could have been gone forever, dude. I wouldn't have known.
It was like 2 minutes.
The passage of time was irrelevant to me at that time. At that moment, it really didn't matter. Go ahead, Bill. Let's stop talking about my mistakes.
All right, so new type. Is he trading on Bull Bear or that Kava Perp Dex he partnered with?
Oh no, this is on Bull Bear. The Kava one I haven't used in a long time. I think that team tried to move away from Kava. I don't know if Kava was fulfilling their duties to support app builders that were promised. I don't know the whole story, but no, that was Kinetics. I like that one. That was like the only leverage app that I could use in New York, and I played with it a few times. I got done up most of the time. I would say like 2/3 of my trades were not good. So, but it was on Bull Bear.
All right, Sith Lord, talking about, you trying to make us guess your age and then give it away.
No, it's not subtle.
Sith Lord could have just shown your Walkman and you would have been good.
I saw that comment in the chat. That's pretty funny, actually.
You see, this is better if you don't look at comments. There's a reason that we have a show producer so that she can look at comments, and you and I can gaze lovingly in each other's eyes as this whole thing is happening.
I'm the most active one in the chat.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty typical. Man.
It's because I can't really type during show. That's the only reason why.
I got this, guys.
All right, so
gaze at me lovingly, Joe. Come on.
New type. The fuck is an adapter?
You're talking about the 45 adapter?
Yes.
I know what that is.
Yeah, I've got one.
Are you going to just explain it, bro? The question was asked. You're obligated to answer it.
All right. So,
all right.
A record is like this big, and the hole in the middle is really small. So you place it on the little cylinder. It fits perfectly. but a 45 is like, I don't know, half the size of a regular record, but the hole in the middle is like the size of a quarter. And the adapter wedges into that hole so you could play it on a regular record player.
And
But I think
really,
they do sell record players that only play 45s, I think, or maybe have a built-in adapter, but mine is not. Mine's a cheap one. It's not like that.
mine has a built-in adapter, so you reach up and you twist, and then you got a 45 adapter on there. That's right, because I'm that kind of a
I think when I
dick.
was a kid, I had one. I actually think the Fisher Price one that, like when I was a kid, I had that where it would you push it down and you lock it, right? And then you push it again and it pops. Yeah. That's actually a really good. I saw one of those at a thrift store in like perfect condition. I almost bought one. It was like a couple years ago in Myrtle Beach. They have a lot of thrift stores there. A lot of old people giving away their shit. But yeah, the Fisher Price
Myrtle Beach
solid plastic indestructible record player is what I had.
You know
like
what? And when the fucking apocalypse happens, dude, that thing will still work. I mean, it'll work just fine, man. We need that kind of technology these days.
No, what'll happen is when all the plastic breaks down and in the ocean, there's just going to be a bunch of floating Fisher Price products that never broke down.
I believe it. Why don't we do this more often, dude? Let's go ahead and commit right now. We'll do one show a week, me and you and Bell, and we'll just talk shit about people. That really seems like that's our wheelhouse, man.
I think we should just do obscure movie references and make jokes about how we're old and make fun of tokens that are not performing. We have 3 segments.
Is what I'm saying.
There's no declared format. It's like whatever comes up, and then there's always a joke in the middle.
With the way you and I both chase the lights, do you think it's a good idea not to have a format?
No.
All right, it'll be a great, Bell. There you go. Pencil that in. We're gonna make this happen.
Bell's gonna blow her brains out after 2 of those.
Oh, absolutely, she will, man. With that.
Oh no! I won't be blowing my brains out. Yeah, I might commit violence against other people. Might being the operative word. I'm not planning on anything, guys. Don't call the cops.
If you never hear from me again, everybody, Bell did it. All right, there you go, man. I solved my own murder. Go ahead, Bell.
All right. Oh God, Red-Eyed Bear. Do you guys think anyone has developed a kink fetish where they get pleasure from their token holdings getting rugged?
I absolutely believe that to be true.
Yeah,
I would believe it.
You know what? We literally did videos on this, man. It's called Psychic Money Phenomenon. All right, this is an absolute reality, particularly when the market is trading sideways. And I think we can all agree that currently, right now, until the rest of the geopolitical shit works out, that we're going to continue to trade sideways. People will gravitate to anything, whether it's going up real fast or down real fast, as long as it's doing something. Because opportunity is created when tokens move, not when they're standing still. So yeah, I absolutely believe that. I was emotionally aroused yesterday because I 2x'd a fucking vapor product that everybody believes so strong in. And I 2x'd it in about an hour. I was emotionally aroused. So, yes, I'm sure that this is actually a thing. Joe was not texting me for a good long while, so I got a hunch he was busy. And he's got to lock himself away because he's got a lot of kids in that house. So, yes, that is true.
Again.
3 too many.
That's great, man. Go ahead, man.
All right. And Red-Eyed actually goes on to say, I'm struggling to rationalize why people keep getting into these tokens.
It's for the thrill, man. It's a sexual thrill. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. Safe words are for pussies. All right. Safe words are for pussies. You got to be able to fully commit to this. And we show this in crypto over and over and over. No matter how outrageous the tokenomics. Joe had a great rant this morning talking about these 75-page tokenomic bullshit. You know, and I almost want to segue or pivot off and let Joe talk about that. I don't
even know if I can't recreate that momentum, but like it came down to 45-page white paper, and the only thing people actually care about in that whole goddamn white paper is the little pie chart of tokenomics. That's my favorite thing about crypto and white papers is that they have all this overcomplicated economic philosophy and high-level math equations, and then where's the pie chart? for the second grader to
All we
understand.
want, that's it, man. All we want to see is token distribution, man. That's the only thing on the white paper that matters is token distribution. How many is for founders? How much is for airdrops? So I can calculate when I can get in and when I can get the fuck out, man. That is crypto in a nutshell.
No, it's just
Perfect,
people
dude.
that like they don't understand anything in the white paper. They get to the pie chart and they're like, oh, only 10% of the team checks out. Bye. That's it.
No, dude, I don't understand those fucking things, dude. My high level math is gone, man. I'm in electronics and electrical. All right. Trig, that's it. I'm done. I don't
I
need
understand
anymore.
Uniswap V2. That's about it.
Nope, I don't even understand that. You know who I do? I call Eric. I call Eric Wiseman. And I said, dude, fucking TLDR this for me, dude. I sum it up. And he looks at it and goes, yeah, I don't buy this shit. And I'm like, okie doke, I won't buy this shit. That's it, man. That's all I need.
You got to use Grok, man. You got to use Grok. I use Grok to research. Like the last month, I've been rebalancing my IRA holdings because I had too many holdings. I wanted to consolidate into stuff that I like. And in the process, I had a whole bunch of cash for when this like market volatility hit. And I use Grok to evaluate. I have 2 oil companies that to me seem like competitors. I ran through some stuff with Grok to pick one, and then they picked the one that I was going to consolidate into. So now I feel like Warren Buffett because
I said the same thing that the AI said, man. How do you know it's not trying to kill you, though, man? You don't know.
It could be.
It could be. I always say please and thank you every time I use that Grok, because when the AI rises up, I wanted that to know that I was always polite when I didn't have to be, and that I'm willing to sell out the human race. I mean, hard. I'm your guy, man. You want to know who you should round up? It's that guy right there. That motherfucker right there, man. I'm going to make sure. Guys, my AI overlords, Joe did it. All right, there you go, man. See, I'm on record. This is a recorded space. Go ahead, Belle.
Amado.
Sell out, Joe.
Amado, and wow. Is the girl you marry. She's a 10. Then you have kids, and your kids turn out to be little golem-like creatures. She had a great plastic surgeon.
No, she may be a 10, dude, but she was a redhead. Was a redhead. You can never trust those crazy bitches, man. You have no idea. What do you think? You want to talk about Buddy in the Pot? That's mantra. That's what you married right there. Joe's a huge fan. Go ahead, Bill.
Wow. And again, talking about you eating an edible and doing MST3K style commentary on movies, we just got to hook him up on a Neuralink so we can hear his edible riddled thoughts during the film.
I think that's the only way it would come out, man. I mean, that's it. From Joe to everyone, I have to split in about 10. Dude, you see that you're up on the screen, right? You are aware. You've been looking at it the whole fucking time, dude. Text me, bro. All right, Belle, we got 10 minutes, and we can't. This fucking guy, he could have sent me.
I have 10 minutes. I'm sure you have a show without me. I'm just saying, I don't want to.
No, tonight.
Last time was a disaster.
Tonight you're the show, man. We're literally doing this because we got Joe on. So that's kind of funny.
Every Monday night is Crypto Inferno.
What do you think, Belle? I think yes. I'm going to say it right now because we can get through all of the weekend silliness.
I think we should just play on poker. Poker is Crypto Inferno with a poker game going on.
And I'm more than happy to do that too, man. Remember, you were going to text me and say, "Hey, I'm ready. Let's try it out." You remember that? You said that about 3 weeks ago. I still haven't
a month ago.
Yeah, and remember how I still haven't heard from you? Remember that? Do you remember that? God, man, this is it, man.
I'm off this week. I got a lot of things to do. I wrote it all down, and I'll get to that.
I'm like the battered person in this relationship. I give, and Joe's just I'm the giving tree, and Joe's the little kid.
Let's check my leverage position here. I'm down 8%. Not looking good.
Wow.
I'm long on it, so I don't know what you're doing, dude, but you should get to ask me first. Go ahead, Belle.
They're paying me to short it. The APR, I'm suckered in by the APR, 376%.
All right,
bro.
I just got liquidated.
Hey, round of applause, guys. There's a reason that Scott literally said, what was it, Joe, about 20 minutes ago? I said, I don't do leverage long or short in these crazy volatile tokens because you're going to get your lights put out like instantly. Did you remember me saying that, Belle? Do you remember me saying something like that?
I do.
How'd it work out, Joe?
That was my airdrop. It was free money. It was my airdrop.
How'd that work out, Joe? I'm just saying.
I only got liquidated. I only got liquidated with a 13% swing on 4x leverage. That doesn't seem right. But
And yet, here we are.
great UI, great UX, strong team, good community. What else do we say about these projects when they hope they launch a token?
They're sexually arousing. Go ahead, Bill. We got to
The
get
funny
through
thing
everything.
was I set my username to JP Mulls. I don't know how to change it.
Oh, that's great, man.
Wow.
Mine is buttfucker 3000. This thing.
Oh,
that's
God.
funny, man.
I
Go
saw
ahead,
that
Bill.
meme the other day.
Yeah.
All right, so Political makes you wonder what Joe on if he doesn't remember talking to you, Scott. And he had the munchies and went to the food truck.
I didn't have the munchies. You're talking about me or Scott?
He's talking about you.
Did not have the munchies.
And how you continually ignore me, even when we're having an in-depth personal conversation, and you still ignore me. We were talking about American Idol. All right, I told you I'll brush your hair after we're done. You remember that? Oh, you
It's
remember
back,
that?
man. I'm watching it later. That's why I got to go in 10 minutes.
There you go.
He
Come on, Bill.
repressed it. He repressed it due to the trauma, Scott.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And that was actually so Nuclear Chicken with the last question. Joe, where are you posting these things? I'm on your Telegram, but it must be another one.
Oh my God, this is just like class. I said it like 5 times. I posted it in Scott's Telegram, not mine.
I have a Telegram.
Yeah. Two made the Telegram.
You got 51 people. I posted.
Hey, fuck! I didn't know. I didn't even know I had one. Dude.
You're in there and you chat regularly.
I say a lot of things.
When you bring me on, I should just post in your Telegram instead of the YouTube chat, so that could be like the show notes in the Telegram.
Let's do that next time. Next Monday, we're going to do that again. Yes, there you go. We got a plan, Bell. This is how media empires are built, is around shit like that. So we're all good, Bell?
We're all good.
All right, Joe, you're getting big screen. I know you got to go, so go ahead, talk it up. Bell, take us out. Go ahead and do your thing, Joe.
Sure. Thanks everybody for watching. Always great to be a guest on the show. Just remember, what happened to Ohm was supposed to happen. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen many times to different Cosmos tokens and others. But I am sorry if you were caught up in that and you bought the top. But be prepared, because it's going to hit all of us again. That's all I have to say about today's show.
You are so negative, dude. I am. When did I become the voice of positivity, Bell? When the fuck did this? When did this worm turn? Because this is weird. Go ahead, Bell. Get us out of here so Joe doesn't have to slink off like a hobo.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We are going to be back on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with a couple of very special guests joining us. The producer and director from the movie Head that we just viewed on Saturday will be with us tomorrow evening, so definitely pop in for that one. In between now and tomorrow, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott at ThePodocasts.com or Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.